All right, this means it's time for Wild Wednesday. And of course, joining us is our favorite wildlife expert, Joey Livingston with Colorado Parks and Wildlife. Joey, as always, thanks for being here.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
And we have a new issue out of Colorado Outdoors. And Joey, there's a section that you are going to tell us about.
Yeah, so Colorado Outdoors is our printed magazine. $13 a year, you get 6 issues. There's lots of great stories in there.
Good value.
It is, and there's a lot of great photos and stuff. But recently, we recently had Bill Vogren retire. He was our Southeast Region PIO, wrote a great story here for this latest edition of the Colorado Outdoors about the greenback cutthroat trout. Wrote about Corey Noble here, who is a local biologist who's done amazing work to try to conserve one of these we have very few native cutthroat trout in Colorado. We thought the greenback cutthroat trout were gone and lost, but we found this small population here that Corey Noble is doing a lot of work to make sure that we keep that brood stock here.
That's exciting that they found it.
It is, and it's an amazing story. You know, it spans 100 and some years with genetics, and it's just a very amazing story. Would encourage folks to get that edition of the Colorado Outdoors and take a read.
Yeah, I'm curious why they thought they were gone, or what happened to them to make them be gone. But Sony, I'll have to read it.
Yes.
Well, many people will be hitting the lakes in their boats this summer, we hope, weather permitting, but we want to make sure everyone is safe out there as well. Unfortunately, we hear these stories, especially in the early months of the summer, late spring. Water's still cold,
yes,
not safe. So tell people basically what should they be warned of?
Yeah, so always be safe on the water. Water's very dangerous. So always wear your life jacket. That's the #1 thing. You're required to have a life jacket for every adult on board. Children 13 and under have to wear that life jacket at all times. So that's #1. But also watch out with your drinking. There are boating under the influence laws as well. So we do have patrolmen, park rangers out there patrolling, looking for those safety equipment, but also checking to see if you're boating and driving.
So the same way you need a designated driver in a car.
Yes.
Reminder, it's for all those summer holidays or just whenever you're out there, it's a good idea to set that
and be
person
extra
aside.
careful, because alcohol has an increased effect on the water. With all the movement, you're using a lot more calories, and the heat, so limit your drinking even more on the water.
So the effects are amplified, is what Joey's telling us. So yes, watch your drinking. And finally, Joey, it's not just people enjoying the weather, but people also should be looking for more animals when they're out driving, because they're out enjoying the weather too. I've personally noticed quite a few more. So just some tips and tricks, I mean, people, especially when they see a deer, what should they do?
Yeah, animal activity has increased. Deer are out about looking for food. So mostly in the mornings and evenings, you want to be extra vigilant when you're out driving. They will feed along the roadways sometimes, and so always keep an eye out. Drive slow in areas where you've ever seen a deer, and if you see one, there's probably more.
Yep.
And so
they travel together.
Yeah, so be careful out there.
And those hours that you mentioned, dawn and dusk, basically, those are, at least for me, the most difficult times to see clearly on the road, because sometimes the sun is directly in your face, or things are backlit.
And that's usually when they're more active. They're out and about looking for food. So that's, if your visibility is low, that's when you need to be extra vigilant.
All right, good messages as always, Joey. Thank you. We always appreciate your insight.
Yep, no problem. Thank you.
Thanks, and we will be right back.